A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Morocco have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And we're underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gabriel makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's such a sharp reader of the game, Peter, and that makes him a very good tackler. He's particularly skilled at last-ditch challenges too, though I'm sure his team will be hoping that he doesn't have too many of those to make today.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Martinelli. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Lucas Paqueta. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. This looks promising. Diop. Amrabat. And it's Diaz. Now it's João Pedro. Bruno Guimaraes looking for a runner. Aguirre clears it away. And it's made its way to him. Savinho receives it in a good position here. Decent chance! That has been slung wide. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. No, it's come to nothing. Aguirre. Brahim Diaz. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Plays it in low. And that was very necessary. That has not gone well. Bruno Guimaraes, Gabriel. That is good alertness. Brahim Diaz. Savinho, great vision. That is a great pick out. Savinho. That has been cut short. And here's Savinho. Brahim Diaz. Searching pass he's played there. And it's been played through. Tries to get it clear. Hakimi. Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And he's worked it through. And he's in on goal! João Pedro! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance to shoot! It's their second corner of the game. João Pedro! Brahim Diaz. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That looks a cracking ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick reminder
so we reached the halfway point.
Brazil certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So the action resumes.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And that's a throw-in. And it's Mazraoui. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Aimed beyond the defence. Martinelli. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shin to shin, but can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. Hakimi. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Martinelli, not the most accurate pass. Brahim Diaz. Savinho. Here's Lucas Paqueta. Savinho. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Stood up well to him there. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Brahim Diaz. He's had it taken off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Aguirre. Amrabat. Just about up to 75 minutes. Alexandro. João Pedro. He's going for goal!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's decided to go for it. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's João Pedro. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Brazil seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back to the goalkeeper. And it's Paquetá. Bruno Guimaraes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be.
Well, with every game that goes by, the picture becomes that little bit clearer. Another practice run under the belt, another qualifying lap, all in a bid to ensure that it will be their name on the exclusive grid. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. So a clash of nations, and a header! Goal! Brazil! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Aos 4 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 20.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Savinho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. And it's Danilo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Guimaraes. Savinho. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. João Pedro. Now it's João Pedro. Spread it left. Brazil currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. Now that's well seen too. Great work on the overlap.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. Cleared away. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Martinelli. Oh, there's a probing ball. Danilo cuts it out. Martinelli. Lucas Paqueta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Guimaraes. No, it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. Some resolute defending there. Martinelli. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Done delicately. Oh, that's clever. Just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lucas Paqueta. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Lucas Paqueta. Ambitious ball here. And he's intervened well there. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that intercept. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Brazil are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So off we go again. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he's heaved it away. That's gone for a throw-in. And back it goes. And the counter is on. Time and again they are repelled. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bruno Guimaraes and Savinho. Lucas Paqueta. Good effort from distance. He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Stood up well to him there. Brazil are ahead here by what is still the only goal. No, that's been intercepted. Alexandro. And it's Alexandro. Oh, no joy this time. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And it's Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta. Marquinhos. Here's Lucas Paqueta. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Lucas Paqueta does well to get it back. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, split-second reaction.
Marquinhos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? And he's undercooked that. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Teremos uma substituição.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played into space. That has been cut short. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, third corner of the game. Lucas Paqueta goes short. Deftly away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's decided to go for it. And for a moment, time stood still. One-nil as we head towards the end. Martinelli. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's good vision. Oh, well played, well played.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Danilo, who does have an assist to his name, and it's Guimaraes. Very much into the last knockings.
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
It's a promising position. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That is very well defended. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a shade optimistic. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. João Pedro picking up. Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
Hello, everybody.
The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. An early chance there, first of the game.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Danilo gets across to intercept that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. McGinn. Adams. Looking for the far post. João Pedro! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Paquetá. Danilo. And it's made... João Pedro! It's hit the upright. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw-in. That's going across goal.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Savinho, he's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Savinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Tries from distance. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can spring out of defence. McGinn.
Scotland really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball.
He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. McTominay.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner given. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Adams. Brilliantly cut out. Alexandro. For Martinelli. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson. McGinn. Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Robertson. Lucas Paqueta. Neatly clipped into... Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Savinho. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's McTominay. Tries to play it through. Now it's Adams. Oh, shooting chance! And again! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
1 minute added time.
And it's Paquetá. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Great chance! McGinn. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Everyone, please
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Back on the way then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Christie. Danilo. Marquinhos. Oh, that's a key interception. McTominay. Threads one in. And the ball is out of play. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Robertson. Martinelli. Martinelli. He has found the way through. Big chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Adams. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. It's a searching pass, and he cuts out the supply. Christie. McGinn. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's McTominay. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. That pass has been well intercepted. João Pedro being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Lucas Paqueta, nicely shaped ball. And that has been cleared. McGinn.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Robertson. McGinn. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Danilo. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good spread. Savinho. Great vision. Danilo gets a cross in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. The most accurate pass. Alexandro. João Pedro. He's having a pop!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Scotland. Number 14. Number 2. Coming on the field. Number 20. Number 24.
And it's Christie. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! In he goes again. Getting up there! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Martinelli. He's picked his way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. Christie. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He'll try to keep this alive.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a loose ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. And that's that. The job is done. They have the point they needed. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
No winner, but a very watchable game as both sides went out there with the clear objective, Peter, and it pretty much ended up as I expected.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. Gabriel has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
I wouldn't expect too much of him right away, Peter. You've got to give him a chance to settle in and get used to life here. But he's the kind of player who can step in with a perfectly timed tackle, breaking up the opposition attacks and getting his own team moving on the front foot.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So off we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. That has not gone well. Oh, that's fabulous. Kubo. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
There they go, hunting again.
Nicely weighted ball. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the counter is on. Sabinho in towards the back stick. Ito is there, and he can get that clear. Endo. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kubo. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Ito. That has been slung wide. Looking to play him in. Now it's Savinho. Savinho going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Endo. And it's Kubo. He's in a great position here. Alexandro does really well there, he is strong. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Martinelli. Now it's Kubo. He is through here. Big chance! Well, now it's oh, what has happened? And again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Goes down, but nothing given. Not the most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. It's a goal kick. Stood up well to him there. Tries to pass it through. Bruno Guimaraes. Can he latch on to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Kubo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ito. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Ito! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Danilo. And Savinho. That has ended up in no man's land. Kubo. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he welcomes it in. And the finish! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
No, again there's no way through. Ito. And it's Tomiyasu. And it's Kubo. Opts for safety. It's Akura. And Endo. Tomiyasu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Ito. Itakura. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Brazil coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just...
Goes to fit. In he goes again. Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Marquinhos. And they win it back again. And he's got away from him. Brazil needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
João Pedro, pass somewhat off target.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a little off target. Ito. He's looking wide. Bruno Guimaraes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chips it through. Tomiyasu. Tanaka. And Endo. Duan. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now that looks a decent ball. Endo. Tanaka. Ito. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Pings it across. That's put paid to the danger. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Plays a sharp little ball here. Endo. Over to the right flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Savinho. Lucas Paqueta is onto it in a flash. Now it's Kubo. Kubo! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Just eases him off the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ito. Half an hour gone in the second half. Endo. Ito. Ito. Itakura. It's Tomiyasu. Kubo. And Tomiyasu. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Kubo is in a really good position out wide. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Ito. Endo. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is going out for a goal kick. Japan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Alexandro. It's a searching pass. And he gets rid in a hurry. Tomiyasu. Kamada. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Martinelli with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And that's it. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. There's the whistle. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Great effort, but no way through. Now it's João Pedro. Salah Eddin kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's good vision. And that's been well dealt with. Oh, that's ambitious. And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar tries to clear, and he's had it nicked away. Brazil have the chance. He's having a hit! Always going over the top.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And
That's rather hopeful. He's got away with one there. Morocco replying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. Rafinha! And again. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. João Pedro! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's João Pedro. And it's Neymar. He has found a way through. Oh, he's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Ederson. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Amrabat running with intent. Threads one in. Goes to finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Morocco have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. Tries one from range. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Now it's João Pedro. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ederson. It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up well to him there. Foot in. Bruno Guimaraes. He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gabriel, Linton. Now that looks a decent ball. And the finish! Ederson. Now it's João Pedro.
Morocco really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Rafinha puts a cross in. Brahim Diaz. Now it's João Pedro. Neymar. He's got away. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Hakimi tries to pass it through. Brahim Diaz. Oh, well played, well played. Alexandro. Now Ederson. He's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar. No, he's not getting his way this time. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Morocco leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Morocco leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Ambitious ball here. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Pedro.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Morocco have their second corner now. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Neymar. Now it's Pedro. Bruno Guimaraes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alexandro. Morocco can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Diaz. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cleared without hesitation. Ederson. Now it's Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Pedro.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Rafinha. And they win it back again. A probing pass. Alexandro does really well to win the ball there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Pedro. Salah Adin. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brahim Diaz. Played out wide. He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Drills one in. Neymar. Succumbs to the pressure. The ball has bounced loose now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Brahim Diaz gets into a good position. Ederson. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it. Linton. Now it's Rafinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Morocco leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Aimed at the far side. Keeper gets his hands on it. It's gone out for a throw-in. So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Neymar. And here's Joe Linton.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Knocks it into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Aguirre, and there goes the final whistle. Morocco have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Amrabat. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And now, lining up
So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
There's the whistle. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting...
Tries a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The most accurate pass, and he's intervened well there, and he's there to get it away. He's looking wide. Oh, facing up to it, just about within shooting range, and he's heaved it away. Chance! Goal! Morocco! The first significant strike. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 32.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Salah Ad-Din. Amrabat. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ambitious ball here. Ooh, perfectly. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And the keeper couldn't hold it. They want to be quick to recover this. Morocco very much in the ascendancy. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Robertson, pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Adams. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball! Big chance! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 20.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
That's a cute ball. Oh, played right into his path. Robertson. And it's Robertson. McGinn. Christie. Hakimi gets a foot in here. It's a searching pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Morocco with the corner. They're first. And they've got a throw. And it's Hakimi. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
30 minutes gone. McGinn. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. To McGinn. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Adams. Oh, looks a smashing ball. McGinn! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Robertson. McGinn. Adams. McGinn. Gets a good foot in there. Robertson. He's not got that quite right. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. And he's decided to go for it. But he's left disappointed.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Hangs in a cross. Oh, well played. Scotland are looking to go forward now. Now it's Adams. That has been cut short. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Adams. And it's McTominay. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's it, 45 minutes up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager
And
has to
now I'd
resist
just like
change
to read out
at this
our fan
stage.
club members who are celebrating their
Morocco
birthdays today.
looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Away we go again. And he's found the way past. Oh, he'll try from distance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Another chance from a corner. Morocco have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him. McTominay. Robertson. It's Christie. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Takes a shot! Missed by a fraction. McGinn. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's
The
Adams.
attendance for this match was 80,953.
This is a promising build-up. Adams. No way through there. Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. Hakimi is in a really good position out wide. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Scotland have the chance to go the other way. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Out of play for a goal kick. Brahim Diaz. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! McGinn. Adams. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. McGinn. And it's made its way to him. Pass somewhat off target.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Played into space. McGinn. Christie. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Foot in. Adams. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Robertson. Christie. Adams. Well, they've got it again. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the shot! And a neat finish! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Scotland have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Scotland give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Minutes has been indicated.
Aguirre wins the duel this time. We are into overtime. They get a throw in. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two
everybody,
teams,
and
each
welcome
seeking
to
the
today's
perfect
match.
pick-me-up start at the expense of each other.
Against Tunisia.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game.
Everyone,
Everyone
please
involved
welcome
is
our
absolutely
players.
up for it.
And now, lining
Jim,
up
you've
for
played in
Morocco.
games of this nature.
Number
Who can
one.
make the difference?
Yassine
Well, it's
Bounou.
hard not to be impressed
Number
with Ashraf
31,
Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top
Number
leagues at such a young age, Peter.
Again.
He's tactically very astute, he's versatile
Hakimi.
anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So it's away we go then. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, there's a probing ball. This is a promising build-up. This looks promising. Oh, nice touch. That looks a good cross. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's managed to get rid.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Amrabat. Shoots! So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hakimi. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Can he spark a counter here? Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Still goalless at the moment. Has a look and plays it forward. He's on it. Can he get away? Pass is just off target. Spread out to the left. And he welcomes it in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Salah Adin. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Over to the right flank. Wriggles his way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Diop. And it's Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's going to be another throw. That's put paid to the danger. Knocks it into space. He's being urged to shoot. Delivered low. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Amrabat. No, that's been intercepted.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Amrabat did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal.
Brahim Diaz.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Salah Adin. Great vision. Oh, well measured. He has a look up. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's gone backward here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. He's in a great position here. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
This is a lost
We'll
children's
do it back on the first 45
With the
minutes.
father of a
Solid,
boy in a
very
yellow
solid,
t-shirt
actually,
trying to
Peter.
make his way
They
into
haven't
the
made much of an
information
impression
centre.
at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.